Jadron here. What's going on, guys? Evo 2 Pro. It's freezing out. We're gonna give this a fly. You can see how I have my iPhone set up, kind of like on the DJI stuff, just because my OTG cable is not long enough to go up there. I've already updated this inside, but this will be basic setup. Besides the update, you have to excuse my dirty hands. I was crystal picking. Go ahead and press, then long hold. Long hold your power button. You can see the gimbal kind of spun around. You want to make sure that's definitely clear. I need to unlock my phone. I need to go into the app here, which is Autel Explorer. It says ready to go. We definitely need to calibrate it. I've never calibrated this before. We're going to go click into camera. Well, maybe we'll do a screen recording. Ah, man, I gotta just watch this. Gotta watch. What did I press? Just gotta really watch the cell phone because I kind of have it just sitting there. But let's go ahead and 3, 2, 1. Doing a screen recording and out. It says pre-flight check. Next. Finish. Next. Finish. We'll go ahead and go up into our settings. I've already turned novice mode off. I did that in the house. We've already also went down to here and clicked off on distance limit. What we need to do though is go into, let's do a gimbal calibration and adjust gimbal auto calibrate. Let's go over here, start calibration, and we're paying attention to this. It says place aircraft horizontally and keep still. Maybe I could get down on that so you can see what it's doing. Again, you want to make sure you have clearance. That way it does not bang off of something, because that could possibly mess it up. Still says it's calibrating. There, it should be done. As it just wigs out there for a second. But that's done. Shows gimbal mode stabilized. We then need to go ahead and go into here. I think my hoodie is under my hat. There we go. We need to go into, I believe it's flight control. Let's do an IMU calibration. Please remove propellers, fold arms, and place aircraft on horizontal surface. Follow the instruction. Really? Please remove propellers, fold the arms, and place the aircraft on. I'm not doing that. We're going to click start anyway. One. It shows calibrating. Follow the instructions to place aircraft and keep still. 2. Says adjust the aircraft accordingly to diagram. Well, that's kind of
gimbal attitude is abnormal.
Stupid. Obviously, this should be sat down so it's not moving, because I am moving it slightly. Just the aircraft according to the diagram. Follow the instructions. I don't know if that's this, if it wants it like that. Head up, place it over like this as we are dirtying up our propellers. There, calibration successful. I just went into ADDI mode, I guess because I was covering up the GPS. Hopefully that's okay with what I just did. We need to then go ahead and go into settings. We need to do a compass calibration. Start compass calibration. Horizontal turning the aircraft until lights go green. I like to do it like this. I used to like to do it the other way, but I find this to be a little bit more accurate. I'm gonna put it up. Gonna put it on the side. This is the third one that the update just did. Good. We should be good, and now I'm a little bit dizzy. That's terrible. That is terrible. Alright, so GPS mode. Warning. Initializing altitude. Initializing altitude. What is that about? Initializing altitude. The gimbal is not ready. Do not fly. I think we're good now. I think it's initialized everything. Gimbal looks good. So I think what we're going to do is let's see. I just took a picture, so we want to get back into video. And I want to click on HDR. Or maybe not. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Let's see if I could go into camera settings here. Remote image transmission. General. I don't know how to go into the camera settings. And I'm about ready to lose my cell phone again. Come on, just stay there, man. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna go ahead and take off here. Maybe that. Does that take me into settings? No. That just dropped my that just dropped one of my bars there. Let's go ahead and there. How about auto IS mode shutter, MP format? Let's click on that. Grid, defog, format, camera version. All right, we're just gonna go. We're gonna go. So let me go ahead and get out of there, and we are going to click record.
Start recording.
We are going to go down and in. We're gonna go up. Clearly it has obstacle avoidance everywhere on it. It's going to turn around this way. Going to bring it down for the camera. The one that's on top of my head. Look at the drone. Look at the drone. Alright. So this thing's set to get really good range. So what we're going to do, we're going to send it a little bit. Not going to go crazy with it. So in that general direction, I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way actually. And we're going to go straight. Now there is a speed setting on this that you definitely can change the speed on it. I did not do that. 36.8 meters away, I think, or no, we are 179 meters away. 213. I'm not maxing this range out right now. I'll tell you that right now. It's too cold for all that. I love the display on the controller. We've just hit a quarter mile. It's gonna raise up in height a little bit. I know I have power lines coming up. So that got out there in no time. We're at 600 and almost 700 meters. 800 meters is a half a mile. And as I'm raising up in altitude, the ground's getting higher. I don't know if that makes any type of sense whatsoever, but I can promise you the altitude to the next town is considerably higher than where we took off from. So I definitely need to continually keep raising altitude. iPhones suck in the cold. I hope my iPhone lasts out. I made sure to basically have it fully charged. This battery was not fully charged. I did the update after I already charged the battery, and the battery sat for a day. Same thing with the controller 2 days ago. The batteries were charged on the controller just as well as on the drone. It says I have just under half an hour flight time remaining. So right now we are pushing a mile, getting close to a mile. We're 1,400 meters. A mile is 1,600 meters away. So we're getting there. And I got 92%, I think, on battery, 80 or 81%. I'm trying to read my telemetry here. As far as signal goes, it looks like everything's good. Yeah, 81% on the drone's battery, 92% on the controller's battery. GPS is strong, controller's strong. We've exceeded that mile mark, which I had no doubt that it definitely would. Those power lines are below me. I'm going up just a little bit more, just because I don't want to tempt fate with power lines. It's nerve-wracking. It really is nerve-wracking sending a drone this far, especially on the first flight. And actually, I want to adjust. We want to go over this way. I can see the old movie theater, the drive-in movie theater in Hazleton, the billboard that they would have projected the movie on. So we're going to go ahead and fly over towards there. So 1,600, it'd be 32. 3,200 would be 2 miles. We're at 23 and change. And my right stick was causing it to drift off to the left. Which I guess I can manipulate off to the right. So right around here is where I stopped with the Mavic Mini. Again, this is in a whole nother class. I know this thing should eat the Mavic Mini alive. I'm just making a mild comparison if you guys watch my videos. Shows I got 23 minutes flight time remaining. We're nearing the 2 mile mark. And right down in the bottom, if you can see that blue building and that big screen there, that's the old drive-in. It's been shut for like 2 years. It's actually really sad. It sucks that it's been shut for that long. The larger town next to me, you can see off in the distance. This is really impressive, the transmission. The transmission on this is extremely impressive. So we've passed 2 miles. We are passing over top of the drive-in. Then you have auto parts place directly behind it after the cemetery. My hands are freezing, man. I think we're gonna go a solid 4. Try 4,000 meters, turn back, even though we got plenty, just because I'm freezing. I apologize. Dude, it's brutal out here. See the auto yard there. It's kind of like a you pull it, but they pull it, you don't pull it. You call them, they got it, they'll pull it for you, you go pick it up. Really impressed, extremely impressed. That's a lot of metal down there too. Magnetic interference could be an issue. I hope not. We should be high enough that it shouldn't be an issue. We're nearing 4,000 meters, which we're going to go ahead and turn around then. Hopefully on the turnaround I maintain my visual. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn around. Would have liked to turn around a little bit slower with your clumsy hands, J-Drone. It's freezing out, so that's my excuse. Alright, and I know these roads really well. I drive that road off to the left daily coming home. So on the turnaround we did not lose anything. We did not lose transmission. You can see we're flying over top of that drive-in board again. 21 minutes remaining. Took us 8 minutes to fly out there. Almost 9 minutes, about 8 minutes and 40 seconds. It'll definitely make it back, no issues. My hands are freezing. All in the love of drone, right? Seems like it's going slower on the way back. Maybe it's just me. It really does. It seems like it's going slower. I guess not. I don't know. We are 3,870 meters away from ourselves. That's just unreal. And I know it can go much further. I know it can go much further. I'm going to be a popsicle by the end of this video. I think when we bring it back, I'm going to call it. Just because I'm freezing. You know what it might be? It might be the wind. The wind might have actually had good tailwind going, which made it go out a little bit quicker than coming back. We're still showing flight time 18 minutes, 19 minutes remaining. It's flickering between 18 and 19. Just hopefully it doesn't do a dramatic jump. It kind of did. It just jumped down to 17. And we are still nowhere near home. This is not good. Because my time's decreasing greatly. I don't know if it's because of the wind. I don't know if it's because of the cold. I mean, we made it out there in 8 minutes roughly. It should be able to make it back. No problem. But it's going so slow. Like, I don't know if that wind's that strong or what the deal is. I did not count, I didn't take into account wind. Dude, we should be out of this area by now. Absolutely should be out of this area by now, and we are just crawling. I got 15 minutes and 30 seconds. We're crawling. I don't... Oh, man. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to make it back even with it crawling. We're 3,500 meters away from ourselves. Shows 16 minutes left, but it keeps jumping. Like, we're at 1632, 1630, 1625. Like, it's just jumping a little. We're back at 1630, 1628. That's the time that I'm reiterating there. We're only moving 5.1 km/h. We got a long way to go, man. I mean, I guess if I had to sit this down, I know where I'm at. I could go get it. I don't think... Dude, we got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. We're 3,200. Let's see, 16, 32. We're over 2 miles away. I mean, again, I know right where it is. I'd rather not have to go get it, though. I wish I would have paid attention to the speed going out. 15 minutes left. Okay, we're picking up speed now. Or we were. Dude, this wind must be brutal. Like, we are losing speed and increasing speed. Oh, man. I looked at the wind, too, before I left, but I didn't think this thing would bat an eye. Like, right now we're moving at 10 cam, almost 11 cam, and then it's just going to drop. It does. It drops, man. 14, 15, or maybe it's my frozen hands, because now we're cooking. We're at 15. Maybe that's what it was. I'm sorry. Maybe it's my hands are so cold. We're almost moving at 20 cam/H, which is, I'm more comfortable with that than moving at like super slow speed. We're under 2 miles away. I'm trying to look at my map here. Yeah, we're right on point to come back. If I just hold straight here. So cold though. And I guess those gusts up there are going to be considerably higher than what I'm dealing with on the ground, and they're pretty strong on the ground there. We've decreased speed again, and I think that's just, I think it's the wind. I really do. We're recording for 13 minutes and 49 seconds. That's about how long we've been in the air. I think I've seen a slight skip. Slow SD card write speed. Well, there's no reason for slow SD card write speed. That's the SD card that came with this, and it's actually the same type of SD card I was going to stick in it. The same one that I use for my GoPros. I don't know off the top of my hand what it is. I'll try to link it down below. All right, we're getting close. We are getting close. Let's see. We're still good ways away. 12 minutes and 36 seconds. This thing is, man, it's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. I got faith it's gonna make it. It better make it. I mean, I'd rather not sit down and go find it. My thumb is freezing. Oh, 2,700 meters away. Yeah, the wind is terrible. Oh man, so maybe it's getting crosswind because that's the way it's blowing at me, and I'm basically in the same heading as it is. Freezing. Dude, I was gonna do this yesterday, and then it decided it was going to rain a little bit, and then today I went rock picking in the morning, and then I decided I was not going to do this. In my mind, riding my bicycle back, I decided I was not going to do it because I was a frozen popsicle on my bike riding back, but then I'm like, nah, I gotta do it, dude. This is what I used to do. This is what I used to do all the time. I used to come out in this cold weather, not bat an eye at it, freeze my hands off for y'all. Like, when I go back inside, my hands are gonna hurt. They're gonna hurt real bad. They're starting to hurt right now. Oh, what button is that? I keep pressing one of the buttons off to the left. I don't know what button it is. Hopefully it doesn't affect anything. Alright, so I'm just sliding to the right a little bit because I know where I am. We're still 2,300 meters away. So what you see here, you see, I don't know if you heard of Eric Frayne, that dude who is making terroristic threats or whatever. Off to the left is where he was caught. Then what you see is my third field, where that water is. Then behind that you will see my second field, and then the first field which we are standing in. It's gonna make it. Shows we got 11 minutes and 51 seconds. We've been flying for 1642. We're still a ways away. See, right now it's moving almost 30 km/h. And I mean, if it moves like that, we have no issues. When it was crawling under 10, I was so worried, man. So worried. It's like, what is going on here? But again, that town that we flew to, the outskirts of that town, the elevation is considerably higher than what it is here. And let's see, where are we? We are just about entering the third field. We're at 1,800 meters away. Oh man, J drone is cold. And we're cooking. We're at like 30 km/h. I bet you that's what it was. We were up there on top of that mountain. I mean, we're still on top of a mountain here, but the next town is much larger mountain. I bet the winds were just ridiculous because we got speed underneath our belt right now. We are coming in. We're coming in. Oh man. Freezing, freezing. We're almost at a mile. We're at 1,500 meters away. A mile, 1,600 meters. Okay, I'm sorry. My brain's not working. My brain is frozen. We're under a mile. It's like I just reiterated exactly what a mile was, and you're speaking backwards, dude. I'm surprised the iPhone has lasted this long. Hopefully it just lasts. I don't know if this controller charges it. If it does, that's great. That's an excellent feature. We're getting there. We are getting there. The drone's going to be back soon. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to run to my house like a little schoolgirl. Dude, dude, it is so cold. My hands are choppy. They're so choppy. Oh, and every time the wind blows, it just blows right through them. The tips are numb. All in the name of drone. We are coming up on our second field here soon. Almost 1,200 meters away. We're right on point to come in with ourselves here. Guys, if you want a code for this drone, let me know. I could get you a code for the drone. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. I don't know.
Low battery.
Cancel, go
Low
home.
battery.
I got this. I just canceled go home. I hate return to homes, dude. I hear horror stories of return to homes. People letting it return to home and it never comes back. This way, if the battery don't make it, I can sit it down. I can sit it down. I can go get it. I know right where it is. I really do not like using return home. Even on DJI stuff, it's just not me. I would rather be in control of the drone 100% of the time. We have 7 minutes remaining. We are 1,000 meters away from ourselves. This is a cakewalk now. Cakewalk. We've been in the air for over 20 minutes. We're actually gonna fly this way. I want to come straight on to myself here. So now I'm kind of sidestepping to the left. And I'm going to start decreasing altitude. I would think I should be able to see it here at some point. I don't. Oh no, what are my thoughts? I'm freezing. That's my thoughts. That's the only thought that I have. But no, in reality, very, very impressive. Extremely impressive. Extremely dull day. I don't know how the camera is coming out as far as the transition and everything goes. But as far as going out that far, that's pretty impressive. And I have no reason to go out that far. I just did it to do it. We're coming in. We're coming in home. Coming into home. Should be able to see it. I don't see it. I don't know how high it is in perspective as the numbers go. I hear it. Thing sounds like a monster. I see it. I got you. I got you. We're coming in. Let's go, buddy. It's coming. Oh yeah, that's the wind. And that gimbal's amazing though. because I just seen what the wind just did to it. The wind just back buckled it, and on the screen, no issues. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this around. We want to land just about right where I had it, just so we don't mess up the gimbal. So it needs to be like really flat, no stones. Whoo! Cold flight, guys. Cold flight. And it stopped recording when I landed. Oh, my hands. Dude, I don't know if you can see my hands where I got scars and whatnot. They're like purple. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. This is what we do here. A lot of other channels, winter comes, they slack and they ain't going outside. J Drones with it. I'll check you on.